Hi, it's Dave Diegelman with Equity Real Estate for our October 2024 market report for Southern Utah. So let's look at the numbers. First of all, we want to look at the number of listings right now on the sold listings. This past month in September, we ended up at 363, and last year we were at 383, so relatively stable. You can see at the high point right here, we were at 540, and that is in May. And then if we look at that balanced out with the active listings, you can see right now that we're almost up to 1,900 listings, 1,887, and last year we were at 1,694, so we definitely have an inventory buildup that's happening. Looking at new listings that are coming on, new listings have bounced all over the place. Typically in December, they're the lowest, you can see that, and they go up for January, February, March, April, and typically May, they get higher, but inventory fell down in June and July this year. Listing prices, this is our sold median list price. This doesn't have anything to do with the same house being sold higher or lower. This is just where our numbers fell. So our median sales price was $493,500 for the September 2024. Last year it was at $465,500. Looking at our average, our median list price, right now we're at $599,000. Last year we were at $599,000, so almost dead even there. Absorption rate, this is how many units per month sell versus the overall inventory. Right now we are at 4.59 months of inventory. Last year we were at 4.54, so very, very similar. Sold to list ratio, right now we're at 96.1%. Last year we're at 95.4%, so again pretty stable. You can see during the peak of our market in May and June, we were up at 97%. Days on the market, this has been all over the map. 67.3 is our current. Last year at the end of October it was 72.1. During the peak of our season it was 85.1, which is very interesting that during our peak sales season, it took longer to sell homes. But that does happen. We've kind of had a strange market recently, and we'll see what happens. Price volume, this is how many millions of dollars worth of units closed out each month. So at the end of September, it was 217 million and some change. Last year, at the end of October, it was 208 million and some change. So relatively stable. You can see during our peak month, last year, which was May, it was 329,000 and some change. Now let's look at our price categories, and right now you can see the largest increase with any numbers to speak of year to date is actually the 350 to 399. And then we're going to come in at the 1 to 2 million, and the 2 to 3 million only has a couple of units, so I'm not going to count that one as much. Because we have higher numbers here, but still the majority of our marketplace right now is closing in this 500 to 750 range, and you can see we've had some fairly decent increases this year over last year. I would suspect we're going to end up this year in the next 3 months with about a 4 to 5% appreciation over last year, and that's good news. Of course, there's a lot of things driving the market right now. This is a election year. This is also the stock market's been going up and down, and that has affected our market. And then of course interest rates. Interest rates in our area, since 40% of our marketplace is cash, it's cash coming out of other homes and people are retiring here in different scenarios. But it doesn't affect us as much as other places, yet psychologically it affects everyone in the real estate business. So we're looking forward to those interest rates potentially coming down in quarter 1 of 2025. Now the Fed did lower the rates of the prime rate, and that was already anticipated in the mortgage market, so we're not really seeing a lot of shift in that coming down after they announced that. So active listings, you can see that the largest number of active listings we have is in the 500 to 750 range. And then following right behind that, we're going to go into the 750 to a million. and then it goes to the 350 to 399, and then it goes up to the 1 million to 2 million mark. There's some phenomenal deals in various categories. Call me for the details on that. So if you want to see the full report, which has a lot more details and a lot of articles that we publish in there, just go to my website, click on the link down below, or you can just search it out under utah dream homes.com. And don't forget to subscribe.